Philippines Policing Model. The Philippine National Police or PNP is the national police force of the Republic of the Philippines. It is both national and local because it provides all the law enforcement services throughout the country. The PNP, which resulted from the merging of the PC or Philippine Constabulary and the INP or Integrated National Police, was activated on January 2, 1991. Its national headquarters is based at Camp Crame, Quezon City, in the National Capital Region or NCR. The passage into law on December 13, 1990 of RA number 6975 entitled An Act Establishing the Philippine National Police under the Organized Department of the Interior and Local Government and for other purposes, give way to the creation of the community's police force that is national in scope and civilians in character, and which is specifically provided for by Section 6, Article 16 of 1987 Constitution. With the effectivity of RA number 8551, otherwise known as the Philippine National Police Reform and Reorganization Act of 1998. In the PNP was envisioned to be a community and service-oriented agency. The preceding laws were amended by RA number 9708 entitled PNP Educational Qualification and Standards for Promotion Act, and which was further amended by RA number 11200 and RA number 11279. Historical background. The police under the local settings primitively involved from the practice of the different tribes to select able-bodied young men to protect the people and to maintain police and order in the village. With the coming of the Spaniards, the country's police system started. The police were then called Guardillo. Later, the law enforcement was assumed by the Cuerpo de Carabineros de Seguridad Republica. In 1852, Guardia Civil took over the peacekeeping duties in the island under the royal decree. After the Spanish era, the Americans came to conquer and rule the Republic. While the American soldiers were busy fighting, General Aguinaldo's meant Governor Taft established a police force which maintained peace and order. On January 9, 1901, Manila Police was formally organized by virtue of Act number 175 of the Philippine Commission. Thereafter, adjoining place follow through. On August 8, 1901, with the sanction of the U.S. War Department, Henry T. Allen, a graduate of the U.S. Military Academy, a regular captain, and a lieutenant colonel of the U.S. Cavalry Volunteers in the Philippines, was officially designated and confirmed by the Commission and Chief of Constabulary in the formal inauguration, and on the same day, he buckled down to work. In an important event in the history of the police in the country, that is paving the way for the Philippinization of the constabulary, and has provided to be a sound moved for World War I, which was soon to break out, and had dragged the US into it. Many of the top constabularies, American officers, joined the US Expeditionary Force to France. This developing gave the opportunities for the Filipinos to turn the constabulary themselves. The first given of chance was Brigadier General Rafael T. Crame. Sa kanya po ipinangalan ang Camp Crame. He was appointed PC Chief in December 1917. Thus, for the first time in 16 years of existence, the constabulary was placed under Filipino leadership. The Administrative Code of the Philippines, promulgated on September 10, 1955, provided for the constitution of a police force in every city and municipality with the officers and members appointed by the mayor with the consent of the city and municipal council. Under the setup, the police was primarily a political entity that tended to serve the will of those in power. In an effort to improve the quality and morale of all existing police force, RA number 4864, otherwise known as the Police Act of 1966, was enacted. By virtue of this, the Nation Police Commission was created, vested with the power to supervise and control the police force all over the country. Under this act, the administration controlled and disciplinary measures, including training, and each member are placed under the exclusive jurisdiction of the NAPOLCOM. The early 70s saw the rapid escalation of subservice activities throughout the country. On September 21, 1972, President Marcos proclaimed martial law in the country by virtue of Proclamation number 1081. Subsequently, PD number 765, also known as the PC or INP law, was put into effect on August 8, 1975. The said law instituted the integration of the nation's police force within the Philippine Constabulary, or the PC or INP, virtually making the INP a component of the AFP, and under the general supervision of the Department of National Defense, or DND. This law was amended by PD number 1184. Section 6, Article 16 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution provides that the state shall establish and maintain one police force, which shall be national in scope and civilian in character, to be administered and controlled by the NAPOLCOM. The authority of local executives over the police units in their respective territorial jurisdictions shall be provided by law. This gives birth to the enactment of RA number 6975, which amended by RA number 8551, and which was further amended by RA number 9708, RA number 11200, and RA number 11279. Vision, mission, and core values. The vision of the PNP is state of follows: imploring the aid of the Almighty by 2030. The PNP shall be a high capable, effective, and credible police service working in partnership with the responsive community toward the attainment of a safe place to live, work, and do businesses. The mission of the PNP is state of follows: it shall enforce the law, prevent and control crimes, maintain peace and order, and ensure public safety and internal security with the active support of the community. While its core values are as follows: maka-Diyos, makabayan, makatao, at makakalikasan. Power and functions as provided for by Section 14 and RA number 6975. The following are the powers and functions of the PNP. Enforce all laws and ordinances relative to the protection of lives and properties. Maintain peace and order and take all necessary steps to ensure public safety. Investigate and prevent crimes. Effects the arrest of criminal offenders. Bring offenders to justice and assist in the prosecution. And exercise the general power to make arrest, search, and seizure in accordance with the Philippine Constitution and pertinent laws. The PNP is also empowered to perform the following: detain an arrested person for a period not beyond what is prescribed by law. Informing the person so detained of all his rights under the Constitution. Issue license for the possession of firearms and explosive in accordance with law. Supervise and control the training and operations of security agencies and issue license to operate agencies and to security guards and private detectives for the practice of their professions and perform such other duties and exercise all other functions as may be provided by law. Miscellaneous Police Service. The PNP's miscellaneous police service may be categorized into the law enforcement, maintain of order and crime investigation. In undertaking law enforcement, the police are empowered to stop, question, detain, and arrest people who violate the law. The maintenance of order is defined as the management of conflict situations to bring about consensual resolution. This includes preventive patrol, which entail police officers visible presence on the streets and public place of their area of responsibilities. Crime investigation is the prominent role of the police while engaging in a variety of community and miscellaneous functions. The police also observe the functions of the Office of the National Action Committee and Anti-Hijacking, or HACAH, of the Department of National Defense. The present Philippine Air Force Security Command, or PAFSECOM, as well as the police function of the Coast Guard. In order to perform its power and function efficiently and effectively, the PNP must provide with educate land, sea, and air equipment and weaponry and all necessary materials, means, and resources. Organization structure. The PNP is headed by a chief with the rank of Director General, assisted by two deputy chiefs, one for administration, the DCA, who is second in command, and one of for operations, the DCO, who is the third in command, and the Office of the Chief Directorial Staff, OCDS. The organizational structure is composed of the national office, regional offices, and provincial offices, district offices at the National Capital Regional Police Office, or NCRPO, city and municipal police station. There are 16 staff directorates. It has also 11 administrative support units and 13 operational support units, or OSU. Requirements and selection. So dito sa screen natin naka-list po yung mga general qualifications. As provided for by Section 30 RA number 6975 as amended by Section 15 RA number 8551. The recruitment and selection of police personnel requires for following general qualification and standards. A citizen of the Philippines, a person of good moral character, must have passed the psychiatric, psychological, physical, medical, and dental and drug test to be administered by the PNP Health Service and Crime Laboratory Service, or by any NAPOLCOM accredited government hospital for the purpose of determining the applicant's physical and mental health. In addition, the applicant must process the formal baccalaureate degree for a recognized learning institution, must be eligible in accordance with the standards set by the commissions, must not have been dishonorable discharged from military employment or on ABUL, or drop from roll from the PNP service, or dismiss for case from any civilian position in the government. Most have no pending criminal case in any court, including the Office of the Ombudsman, or administrative case if he or she is already an employee of the government. Moreover, he or she must not have been convicted by final judgment of an offense or crime involving moral turpitude, must be at least 1 meter and 62 centimeters in height for male and 1 meter and 57 centimeters for female. Most weight not more or less than 5 kilograms from the standard weight corresponding to his or her height, age, and sex, and must not be less than 21 nor more than 30 years of age. The appropriate government eligibility required to become patrolman and patrolwoman are those acquired from the following NAPOLCOM PNP entrance examination, or RA number 11131, or licensed criminologist RA number 1080, or board or bar examination PD number 907, or honor student and civil service eligibilities. The PNP conduct regular recruitment depending on annual budgets allocation. The entry level for police non-commissioned officers or PNCO is the rank of patrolman and patrolwoman with the starting salary of the current year 2019 of 29,668 pesos, and it is exclusive allowance. Police commissions officers or PCO are sourced from PNPA as well as through literal entry, and for specialized disciplines and requirements such as doctors, engineers, and other technical positions. Rank classifications. Dito po, i-compare po natin yung new ranks and old ranks. Yung nasa left side ay new ranks and nasa right side ay old ranks. So, as provided for by the provision of RA number 11279, entitled An Act providing for the rank classification in the PNP. The new ranks as compared to the old ranks shall be the follows. Police Commissioned Officers O or PCOs. Ngayon, Director General, dati Police General. Ngayon, Deputy Director General, dati Police Lieutenant General. Ngayon, Director, dati Police Major General. Ngayon, Chief Superintendent, dati Police Brigadier General. Ngayon, Senior Superintendent, dati Police Colonel. Ngayon, Superintendent, dati Police Lieutenant Colonel. Ngayon, Chief Inspector, dati Police Major. Ngayon, Senior Inspector, dati Police Captain. And ngayon, Inspector, dati Police Lieutenant. For Police Non-Commissioned Officers or PNCOs. Ngayon, Senior Police Officer 4, dati Chief Executive Master Sergeant. Ngayon, Senior Police Officer 3, dati Police Chief Master Sergeant. Ngayon, Senior Police Officer 2, dati Police Senior Master Sergeant. Ngayon, Senior Police Officer 1, dati Police Master Sergeant. Ngayon, Police Officer 3, dati Police Master Sergeant. Ngayon, Police Officer 2, dati Police Corporal. And ngayon, Police Officer 1, dati Patrolman or Patrolwoman. Take note, the cadets of the Philippine National Police Academy or PNPA shall be classified above the rank of Police Executive Master Sergeant but below the rank of Police Lieutenant. Uniform Regulation. Uniform Regulations. The PNP GOA or Type A ay nasa left side. Is worn during daily office attire. Appearances at Malacanang Palace, Senate, Congress, Courts, and directed by higher authorities. The PNP GOA B or Type B ay nasa right side. Is worn during full alert status and as directed by higher authority. Forensic Science Service. As one of the operational supports units of the PNP and as provided under Section 35 of RA number 6975, there shall be established a Central Crime Laboratory Group or CLG, which shall provide scientific and technical investigative aid and support to the PNP and other government investigation agencies. There shall likewise be established regional and city crime laboratories as may be necessary in all regions and cities of the country. It shall also provide crime laboratory examination, evaluation, and identification of physical evidence involved in crimes with primary emphasis on their medical chemical, biological, and physical nature. Ito din po ang other services ng CLG. Personal identification or DNA examination. Question documents examination. Forensic photography service. Polygraph examination. Forensic ballistic examination. Medical legal examination and bomb explosion examination. Add po natin ang vision and mission ng CLG. Each vision is the men and women of the Crime Laboratory Group or CLG are committed to the vision of the professional, dynamic, and motivate forensic service providing scientific quality, investigation, and working in partnership with responsive pillars of the criminal justice system or CJS toward the attainment of equality and justice. The mission statement is to provide scientific investigation service to other technical support of the PNP officers office and other agency through field works. Scenes of crime operation, SOCO, forensic laboratory service, criminalistics, training, and research. Police accountabilities. The primary duty of the police force is to serve and protect and members of the community. The community and the police force have reciprocal rights and obligations. The community has the right and privilege to demand that the police provide a safe and secure environment. On the other hand, the community has the responsibility to support and assist the police in many ways. So, next po is the one of the primary goals of the police reforms agenda is to establish and foster the collaboration of the police force with the community. Because most crime are solved only with the cooperations of the community as it provides the information that guides the investigation, proceed, and leads to the solution of the crime. The community can reforms and role effectively if a credible police force exists. The officers of members of the PNP are considered public official and employees. Therefore, they are governed by the provision of Section 4, the norms and conduct of public officials and employees of RA 6713, otherwise known as the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees, including the pertinent provisions of RA number 3019, entitled the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. Disciplinary machineries. National Police Commission or NAPOLCOM, Chief PNP, Regional directors, regional police office or RDs and PROs. After due notice and summary hearings, may immediately remove or dismiss any respondent PNP members in any of the following cases. So, yun nga po. Matatanggal sa serbisyo yung kamulisan natin kung first is when the charge is serious and the evidence of guilt is strong. Second is when respondent is recidivist or has been repeatedly charged and there are reasonable grounds to believe that he or she is guilty or the charge. And third is when the respondent is guilty of a serious offense involving conduct unbecoming of a police officer. National Appellate Boards or NAB and Regional Appellate Boards or RBS. They are the formal administrative disciplinary machinery of the PNP. Isa din po sa disciplinary machineries ang sangguniang panglungsod or sangguniang bayan. In every city and municipality shall create people's law enforcement boards or plebs as may be necessary. Next po ay ang mga governors and mayors. Upon having been elected and having qualified as such are automatically deputized as representatives of the NAPOLCOM in their respective jurisdictions. And last po ay the President of the Republic of the Philippines as Chief Executive of the state may directly of through the NAPOLCOM. Motu proprio. Restore such deputation withdrawn from any local government units or LGU executives such as the city of municipal mayors and the provincial governors. Thank you so much for listening and God bless.